I've been getting a lot of calls from people, and I wanted to make this video to give everybody a dose of reality. We all have visions of grandeur, selling big homes, big buildings to get big commission checks. But first you gotta get past that real estate exam. First dose of reality. The material's boring. It's not interesting. It's not exciting. You know what is exciting? Passing. You know what's more exciting? Selling a home. But before any of that happens, we have to accept that this is pretty boring material. It's about as much fun as watching paint dry. So, I try and teach this material as if you all have ADD. You may be thinking, I don't have ADD. Well, you will when you open the book. I always told people, if you can't sleep at night, open up a real estate principles book and you'll be out within an hour. Then people call me and say, I took a crash course I still don't understand. Well, I've been in those crash courses and I've taught those crash courses. And they drive me nuts. Some guy gets up there and preaches, I have a 99% pass rate. Everybody who sits through my room passes. How's that possible? That is a straight up lie. But they all say it because if they want people to sign up for their crash course, they have to preach a 99% pass rate to get you through the door. So you go through the door and you sit down. Look around the room. Does it look like everybody's taking in that material? There may be 4 or 5 people who have their hand raised at the front of the room who was just that kid you wanted to kick when you were in high school. Saying, I know the answer, call on me. I sold a house once in Alabama and I sold it to a guy in Mississippi and I know everything and I've done this all before 10 times over. We all know the person I'm talking about. But most of the room is pretty glazed over, and if you ask them to repeat what the teacher said, they can't. For one reason, I said the nature of the material is boring. 2 part, because you may have a great real estate professional up there, but have the speaking skills of Kevin Arnold's math teacher in the Wonder Years. And I'll be damned if they don't stop going on those tangents about when they sold real estate to a guy who had a dog and a cat and a room and a big and a what and who knows what they're going to end up talking about. Then you get the guy who fancies himself to be a motivational speaker. You could do it, they'll say. When you pass, you'll be the big winner. You'll sell real estate. You'll be a millionaire. You just want to tell the guy, listen, I already bought the Tony Robbins CD. Just give me the information so I can pass. Make it easy, comprehensible, and if you can make me laugh in the process so I don't fall asleep, bonus. But that doesn't always happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can take everything in. But you tell me the last time you sat through a 2-day lecture and was able to repeat back everything that was said. Then you got people who take the endless practice exams. People, filling out bubbles is not learning. Really what they're trying to do is just remember the questions. And if you get the exact questions that are on your exam, rock out. You did great. But by the way, if you have the exact questions that are on the exam, you may want to worry about the fact that you're breaking the law. Because if you have the exact questions that are on the exam, that's a problem. Because I guarantee the state is not okay with that. Which brings this all full circle to me. Let me introduce myself. Real estate instructor, ADD case, and passer of the salesperson and broker exam, and somebody for 15 years has helped others do the same. I try to do with short videos that are concise and to the point and give the information that you need in order to pass. No fluff. No teacher in the front of the room lecturing, maybe a few witty jokes, just a way to easily remember a few concepts and pass the exam. Why do I do it this way? Well, I may not remember the words from the last lecture, but I do remember the words in the last movie I saw. And for all you people who are trying to learn from the textbook, will you tell me your favorite quotes from the last 5 books you've read? And if you could do that, then maybe I'm not for you. As for the rest of you, check out my videos. Give it a try. I think you'll be pretty happy. And if not, move on. No hard feelings. And one last tip for everybody. Stop telling your whole family and friends you're taking the exam, please. It just causes extra anxiety every weekend. Did you pass? Did you pass? Did you pass? Are you studying? Are you studying? Are you studying? Just go study. They don't need to know. Tell them you're going to yoga class or something like that. One day you show up, I passed my exam. They're going to ask you, what, you were taking a real estate test? You could say, oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Oh, I must have forgot. They don't need to know that you were sweating every weekend, freaking out, placing your whole self-worth, your dignity, and your future career in this silly little exam. So with that being said, relax, watch my videos, leave some comments, hopefully good ones, and let's get you past the exam.